Go live.
Hi, Pat. How are you?
I see it. I'm good. I don't see you yet. There you go.
Oh,
Yes, yes,
okay.
it's okay
Yeah,
now.
I'm actually
Yes, it's okay
great,
now.
great. I'm actually waiting for Antonio to come online. So, at the meanwhile, let me just check that everything is rocking on his side. Let me know if you can see him on your side, because I'm just trying to double
Yeah.
check. Okay, fine. Fine. He is invited. Yeah, I was doing all these tests today to see that
I can see
everybody
that.
can yeah, because it's so tricky with technology, eh? To have two people on the, okay, it looks like Antonio's waving.
True.
Okay, yeah, I can see him here. I can see he's, oh, okay. Oh, look, it says that he's unable to join. That's very strange. Unless he needs to update his Instagram. That's probably it. I remember that probably happened with, what's that guy's name? Oh, it's with Konechwa. I don't know if you know him.
From uptrend.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, hi, Antonio. How are you?
Fine, I'm good.
Great, man. This is a miracle. The first time, yeah, I'm having my real live chat with two
Together.
people. I've only had it with individuals, but this is the first time having it with multiple people. So, how have you both been in general? Starting with you, Pat.
Well, yeah,
I don't
I'm
see.
good.
Sorry,
I'm
Sid. I only
okay.
see on
As
myself.
everything,
Are
I'm hearing
we
you
with?
clearly. The network is okay. It's
And
good.
who's this one?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Oh, sorry, Antonio. I couldn't hear Pat's
I
answer.
don't know.
Oh, what were you saying, Pat?
There you go. There you go. There you go. Now there's
Oh,
Okay.
three of us.
okay, all right, okay, all right, Pat. Let me start with you.
Okay.
What's your thoughts on the importance of social media in general?
Yeah, social media is very important. We know that. I mean, without social media, we won't be able to communicate to our friends, and it's our source of information, actually. But when the pandemic hits the world, I mean, it's not just only the source of information and communication, but literally it becomes the source of income for, like content creators like us. So
Mm.
social media is really very important. Like, I think it what runs the world nowadays in terms of, like I said, communication, information, and monetization as well. Yeah.
Okay, and you, Antonio, what's your thoughts of the importance of social media?
Well, social media has been a blessing to us because it has been a means of quicker information about
Mm.
latest updates and trends of what is happening all over the world. And with
Yeah,
the
right.
blessing of social media, we are able to connect with everybody all over the world. Because without social media, we can't know what's happening in Asia, in Europe, in America, in Africa. So social media
Exactly.
brings everything together. And social media also brings out news that the ordinary traditional media would try to hide from the public. So that's another thing social
Right.
media. And, you can carry out active campaigns on social media, campaign against corruption, campaign against bad governments, campaign, So, there's so many endless, boundless opportunities that you can use social media to do. Yeah.
Right. Right.
Wow. Okay, and you, Pat, I wanted to know, do you feel that Uptrend can become the next Facebook in general?
Well, uptrend has really a great potential, like I said, I started with uptrend with my blogging journey, and without uptrend I won't be able to know exactly like how it is in the blogging platform. So basically uptrend has a great potential because day by day there are users coming in. And apart from uptrend, like we have uptrend university, which I feel is the backbone of the platform. I feel it that way. So yeah, I can say there's really a great potential for uptrend. I mean, I'm always optimistic about things, after all.
Okay, and you, Antonio?
I don't think Uptrend can be the next Facebook. Yes, why I actually said that is because the structure of Facebook is totally different from the structure of
From uptrend.
Uptrend. Facebook is more of collection and memories of friends and families where you can, quickly hit up with families and friends. But Uptrend is a decentralized social media, that, you write articles and you earn crypto. But in Facebook pays you nothing. You earn nothing in Facebook. Rather, you spend on Facebook. Facebook will want to keep your own money. Okay,
Right.
Facebook will dime. But Uptrend pays you for your efforts, they pay you for your engagements, they pay you for everything you contribute. So no, I don't see Uptrend becoming the next Facebook.
Okay. What can Uptrend do, Pat, in order to be the next Facebook? Like what do they need to do in order to reach that level?
Yeah, well, like I mentioned, uptrend has a potential in terms of it might not be like Antonio was saying, it's very different from in terms of structure, but in terms of conveying information, communicating, sharing your ideas, the same way it has like that. But yeah, the structure is very different. But when in terms of communicating or like I said, sharing your thoughts. So for me, spreading awareness of what uptrend is all about can be, it's an edge if we would really, because like my friends, when I ask them if they have heard about uptrend, and they would tell me no, they haven't heard about it. So it's like if we would be doing our best effort to spread more awareness about uptrend and really sharing it, like even with our Facebook account, it's a big help. I mean, it can help really in that way. So that's how I see uptrend, in a way that it becomes like Facebook in terms of sharing ideas, communicating, content. But in terms of structure, yes, it's very different. Anyway, that's
Okay,
how I
and
see things.
you,
Yeah.
okay, and you, Antonio, like, what does Uptrend need to do in order to become that level as Facebook, in terms of to become as big? What do they need to do?
Well, to be honest, Uptrend has so many long road to go, to actually reach the level it has gotten to, because Facebook has existed for years,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
number one, and number two, Facebook has almost all nationalities of the world is represented on Facebook. But on Uptrend, we have majorly Pakistans and Nigerians, then few Indians and few, so, I think the first step for Uptrend to become as big as Facebook, I think they need a global adoption, whereby other countries can as well embrace Uptrend. It becomes global. And I think there should also be a restriction between, because the favorite language for Uptrend is Spanish and English, you know. So, when making such restrictions like that, people who can speak English or speak Spanish, how do you expect them to survive on the platform? So I think they should extend the languages. It shouldn't just be Spanish and English. It should be, for probably all languages. If they put all these measures in step, I see maybe 8, 10 years from now, Uptrend can be as big as Facebook. Facebook has over 2 billion members. Uptrend, I think Uptrend has 100,000.
100,000.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
But
Way
we
to
have
go.
potentials, right? We have great potentials, actually. Like,
Definitely.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
can't argue
Facebook
with that.
started that way. I mean, come on. Facebook
Of
started, we
course, and
all
I agree.
started that way, but yeah,
Yeah,
Of
who
course.
knows? 10
exactly.
years from now, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay,
So,
Pat.
yeah.
Okay, Pat. My final question to you is: what were your thoughts on the latest information that the Uptrend CEO gave? Like, what were your thoughts on it?
Sorry, Chappie.
Uptrend what?
I was asking, like, what were your thoughts on the latest by Jeff, the Uptrend CEO? Because I know he did mention about some developments happening. Like, I know he had mentioned something in that video on YouTube, so I just wanted to know what were your thoughts on what he said.
Oh, hang
Okay.
on. I'm sorry. In that case, I haven't checked that one yet. So,
Okay,
like I
Okay.
said, you know,
you mean Jeff interview on Axion YouTube live stream?
Yes, 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 that's the one.
Oh, okay.
okay.
Jeff Jeff was actually talking about uptrend, but he really didn't talk much about uptrend. He emphasized much on trust swap because that is his major
Yeah,
project.
there's amazing.
But
Yeah. Mhm.
he was like, he expressed his passion for Ethereum because one up is under the Ethereum network, and everybody's complaining about high gas fees, and one up
Yeah.
embracing
Yeah, that's a thing. That's a thing. Hmm.
also transactions. But Jeff was like, come on, look at Bitcoin. Just look at Bitcoin. Look at where Bitcoin is today, and that is the same path Ethereum is taking. Okay, so we should just have patience with Ethereum, and that with the coming of Ethereum 2.0, the issues of gas fees will be resolved. So Jeff simply loves Ethereum, and he has strong
Hmm.
passion and belief in Ethereum. And if you notice, 2 or 3 days ago, Ethereum hit an all-time high of over
Mm.
$2,000 for one ETH.
Yeah.
So it still remains the second king of cryptocurrency, irrespective of the high transaction fees. And to me, I see it as a blessing in disguise because it will actually help us to hold one up more. Because if you be tempted
Exactly.
to withdraw your one up, because the value of one up is high now, and you're like, oh, let me withdraw 5,000 one up, let me withdraw 3,000 one up. When you think of the gas fees, you become discouraged. So it will
Mm.
discourage people from withdrawing their tokens because when more people hold, the token will keep rising. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm. That's why
Okay.
for me as well,
Okay.
you better
Mhm.
go for the long-term goal. Like when you are in a
Mm.
cryptocurrency, I mean, technically, I've been into investments. For me, like if you would, your goal should be always long-term in terms of
Yeah.
investments,
Mm.
regardless if it's crypto or fiat, because you would
Yeah.
gain more if it's a long-term one. Because with short-term goal, like I said, you would tend to lose things. So I think it depends also on the goal of the individual. Like if your goal is more on long term one, you would gain. Actually, you would gain. So I hope the
Okay.
mentality would also change in that way.
Okay. All I gotta say is thanks so much for letting me actually have this chat with you in this sort of format. It's kind of really cool.
Yeah,
Thank you. Thank
it's
you
nice.
guys for having me on the
Thank
show.
you.
And thank you,
It's my
Sure, man.
first
Faju.
time. It's my first
Sure.
time to see Antonio. I'll see you
Nice.
in Uptrend,
Nice
guys.
having you
I'll
guys
see you back
around.
in Uptrend. It's really nice
Hopefully,
to have this
hopefully
kind
first
of
of
talk.
yeah. Hopefully first of many guys. God bless.
Yeah,
All
right.
right.
God bless it. Bye
Bye.
bye. Have a good day.